Andrew Johns, here comes Cameron Smith leading the team out. Familiar jersey number, unfamiliar playing role tonight.
Yeah, playing halfback, which if he plays well tonight, which I think he will, maybe, just maybe, it's where he could be playing for another year or so. The best player I've ever seen. Bit of a test tonight, something different, but knowing the champion he is, you'd be looking forward to the challenge. So just watch the champion go about his work.
This will be special, folks. Thursday night, the Storm and the Roosters. One thing we know, this will be a game of the highest quality, setting the standard in recent years in the National Rugby League, these two teams.
Make your weight, guys, not early.
And what a treat it is to bring it to you tonight on your home of Rugby League 9's wide world of sports with Cameron Smith ready to get us underway. You can just feel the anticipation in the air tonight. Cameron Smith puts boot to ball, and here we go. Another great chapter in what has been a sensational rivalry, I'm sure will play out tonight as Takiaho, the first hit up for the Storm, tackled there by Bromwich. And already the hits are hard.
Here's 10, Brandon, wait, go.
The rally's playing in front of a crowd as well too, both of these teams. Matt Butcher, his first touch. The number 13 jersey. Jad Rea-Hargreaves. Bovi's 30, 3 defenders in there. Solid start so far for the Roosters. Second touch here for Takiaho. Christian Welsh, one of the defenders there for the Storm. Here's the last. Friend goes to Flanagan for the kick. Good kick pressure too on Flanagan. Dale Finucane was there. And the kick straight down the throat of Josh Addo-Carr.
Oh, it's so wonderful to have a live crowd in. They're making much more noise than the cardboard cutouts. And in the first set of 6, we already had one yell out, "Referee, get him onside." We're back.
How good is it? Here's Brandon Smith with a run, assist again as well too for the Storm. Cameron Smith went dummy half on that occasion. Bromwich with a little pass out wide. Olam. Here's Cameron Smith at first receiver. Held up the pass nicely there for Hughes. Good field position here for the Melbourne Storm. Cameron Smith again. Goes to Kafusi. Felicia Kafusi, 30 away. Chance for an attacking kick. They're stacking the short side. Goes to Pappenhausen. Little grubber kick into no man's land. Pappenhausen gets it. Comes out the back. Morris will try to clean up here for the Roosters. Knock on Storm.
No touch by the Roosters.
There's a grubber kick here. Now watch Boyd Cordner, the captain of the Roosters in the warm-up. He hurt his groin last week. This ball's on the ground, and just have a look how ginger.
The Roosters coming out of their own, off their own line at the moment. Here's Morris.
Here it is here. Watch Cordner, how ginger he is with that groin. He's not 100%. He's Matt Butcher. Now he's just back from broken ribs.
You got contact there?
Matt Butcher.
Yeah, Dave, thank you. Thank you.
So here's the hit.
This is real pain.
Oh,
Bang.
Justin Olam.
Yeah. Oh. Now, I don't care if you've got good ribs or bad ribs. That's going to hurt. He got him right in the short rib.
Hey, Chids, just run the tackle. Counts, please, quick at the set. Chids.
Shaking him up. At least he's on his haunches here. We've seen in the past when Justin Olam comes in like that, he can hit hard.
Go.
That's a good sign, though, that Matt Butcher was able to get up and play the ball. Here's Hargreaves.
Back here, Jesse. Oh, go.
Friend a dummy half. Cordner. Last one here for the Roosters. Kick from inside the 40, and again, good pressure. This time it was from Brandon Smith on Flanagan. Addo-Carr takes it on the full, and the Storm will have good field position once again.
Stand now! Where you are, Josh, go.
Justin Olam.
Move, Jake! Back in now.
In short of the halfway line. Now they're on the halfway here, the Melbourne Storm. A home game for Melbourne. Facing themselves on the Sunshine Coast. As Craig Bellamy said during the week, could well be for the rest of the season. It's Christian Welsh. Last tackle here for the Storm. Cameron Smith puts up a kick. Addo-Carr following it through. Let's go underneath it, takes it well. Morris. Storm winning the field position battle early. Coming up out of their own 20 now. That's a good run, Takiaho. Strong and hard, tackled by Bromwich. Pass before the line there.
What a tackle. Cameron Smith.
Keary, his first kick of the night. One bounce. Vunivalu charges it up to the 40 and beyond. That's a good kick return.
Sending a lot of traffic at Kyle Flanagan, the Storm. It's 2 tackles in a row, the young halfback. He's in for a big test tonight.
Cameron Smith. Bromwich. He's in there again. Flanagan, one of the defenders there. Jesse Bromwich. Poked his head through there. Brendan Smith, a dummy half. Jerome Hughes goes short to Felisa Kafusi. Here's the last tackle. Stacked short side again here. Hughes puts up a kick. It's not a great one, but back inside, and the Roosters are able to clean up here through Nat Butcher.
They look good, the Storm. Not that they don't always look good. I mean, they just look organised and slick, and there's no doubt that this hasn't been a last-minute decision to play Cameron Smith at 7. Which means they lied in the program.
You never do anything like that.
Coaches don't tell fibs.
Just in 10 metres.
Takiaho plays it. Hargreaves into Storm territory. Nice offload, and here's Tedesco with some room to move. Good tackle, Justin Olam. Here's the last. Up goes the kick. Pappenhausen takes it well. Roosters appealing for a penalty, but all legal. Addo-Carr. The Roosters, since the resumption, have been absolutely on fire. 179 points they have scored since the competition resumed, and only conceded the 40 points. Leading the competition, the Roosters, in both attack and defence. They'll be tested tonight against this Storm side that have started off so well. Kick there from Brandon Smith, not a bad one as well. Daniel Tupou up over the 20 to 30. Can he get through? He can. He's got Morris on his outside. Tackle on the halfway line. Josh Morris, the dummy half. Goes to Keary, short the Cordner. Tide starting to turn after the Storm dominated field position early. Flanagan, long pass. Joseph Manu. Brett Morris, the dummy half. Oh, solid tackle. Brendan Smith. Good hit on Angus Crichton. Jadria Hargreaves, another offload, his second of the night. And another offload, keeping it alive. Cordner, Josh Morris. Can't escape the clutches of Christian Welsh. Keary, they go back down the short side. Tedesco, skipping over players. Friend puts in a kick. It was a rush kick. It's a pretty good one. Oh, it just goes dead.
They're offloading the ball a lot more, the Roosters. last week in Victor Rugby.
Pappenhausen almost getting through. Now Carr into Roosters territory. Cameron Smith. Momirovski. Debuted for the Roosters 2 years ago. In the stint at the West Tigers, now on loan at the Melbourne Storm. 30 away. Still plenty of tackles left in this set. Cameron Smith. Jesse Bromwich. Dale Finucane. Told to go forward, and he does. 20 away. Now the game can change. The ebbs and flows. Here's Hughes. Oh, it's knocked back and picked up here by Daniel Tupou. So let off there for the Roosters.
It was a let off because something was brewing there. I thought they had them down the left-hand side before Cameron Smith cut back in and switched the play. But again, they outnumbered them down this right-hand corridor as well. They're running the Roosters around.
9.5 minutes in. This is shaping as an absolute classic. Fast surface, moving the ball around both teams.
Well, it's nearly Origin tempo at the moment.
Flanagan into the line, getting a pass away. Crichton shrugging away from defenders. Here's the last. An attacking kick here. Tupou underneath, onside, takes it well, dropped it out the back for himself. Cordner puts in a kick in the goal area. Vunivalu gets back in the field of play. Look out, Josh Morris does well.
And look at the fatigue of the players. We're going 10 minutes, there's been no penalties. He's ruled under the referee. He's letting the game flow. But there is real fatigue in this game. Right, this is Origin-like intensity and fatigue. Players are out on their feet.
Bromwich, Smith, quick hands away. Oh, they put it down here. And now Morris has it for the Roosters. Can he get a pass away? Can he want? Goes to Flanagan. First blood for the Roosters. Kyle Flanagan will score.
Well, just watch the competitiveness here. Firstly, the reaction time and the competitiveness of Brett Morris. A lot of players would have just been happy to secure possession. He races up to force the error. They're caught short on the outside. They go up quickly to force the error. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up. He's still looking for a support runner. He knows he's firstly got a free tackle. It's his advantage. Harvey Norman replay. That's brilliant stuff by the veteran. I am right. It is the veteran, isn't it?
Surely he plays on. Surely he keeps playing on. And this young man pops up in the right spot. He can score a try, Kyle Flanagan.
Well, so many players would have just been happy to get the ball for their team there because they dodged a bullet. He rushed up in defence to shut down the overlap. It caused the error from the Storm. Then he picked it up and he could sense a try was in the offing. And he never gave up on getting a pass away to someone and just shrugged defenders away until this young man Flanagan lobbed up in support. He could hear his voice over his left shoulder and it opens the scoring. I've got to say, between the two teams, the Melbourne Storm look infinitely more dangerous than the Roosters at the moment. But the Roosters have snatched the first try with a bit of opportunism from the great veteran winger. Should we call him a veteran? It's a bit young to call him a veteran these days, isn't it?
Compared to the veteran in the opposition, yeah. He's young.
We've got to redefine veteran.
Flanagan, with that try, goes to 84 points for the season. He is the leading point scorer in the NRL. And he'll make no mistake converting his own try from right in front. 6-0, the Roosters in front. Well, first blood to the Roosters, leading Melbourne by 6 points to 0. Trent Robinson will be happy with what he's seen as far as the scoreboard is concerned.
Yeah, look, I think he'd be a little bit worried because the Melbourne Storm looked very likely down both corridors, down both edges. You kind of think they're not far away from finding the right pass. Darren?
Yeah, well, they both needed the rest with that try. I think the Roosters needed it more than the Storm. And a lot of teams know that the way to beat the Melbourne Storm is to move the football around. The Roosters are definitely doing that. But with Cameron Smith at 7, they're going to move the football around a lot tonight as well. Definitely down that left side.
They're full of running now, the Roosters. Into Storm territory they go. Flanagan. Oh, it's been picked up here by Addo-Carr. And he's going to streak away. And just like that, the Melbourne Storm are going to hit back through Josh Addo-Carr.
That was a knock-on by Roosters.
Well, that's tit for tat.
Oh, good decision.
Yeah, he's just going to blow the whistle. That's great. And I reckon there are a few people on this planet that you don't want to drop the ball in front of. One of them is Josh Addo-Carr. Harvey Norman replay. He swoops it up, and that was the end of that. There was no one going to catch him there. And he races away. Tit for tat, error for error, try for try.
You drop the ball. The previous set, Justin Olam, which caused the Flanagan try, but that time he gets one back. Just zeroes in on the hips of Cole Flanagan, flies in. Look at that, flies in, knocks the arm, the ball goes down and the Fox. There's only one man chasing, Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Who's the smart money on? The Fox.
He likes scoring tries at Suncorp Stadium. Josh Addo-Carr, this is his 8th NRL game at the venue and his 10th try. They love playing here, the Storm.
Yeah, they do. And as you say, they're based on the Sunshine Coast, could well be there for the rest of the season. I've got to say that back in the 80s, if someone told us we had to go and stay at the Sunshine Coast for 6 months and play football, we would have crawled over broken glass to get there. What a luxury.
Good spot.
These days, they say it's, inconvenient. Mind you, we'd have needed security.
No curfews, no social distancing.
No mobile phones back then.
You're in the wrong era, Joey.
6 months on the Sunshine Coast, golly.
6-all. One try apiece in the first quarter of an hour here at Suncorp Stadium. Christian Welsh with the kickoff return. Solid contact. And who was there initially with the contact? Jake Friend. He loves it. Bromwich.
Stand now. 6 more tackles. Get your head out.
6 more. Down a little bit too long there.
Move now.
Of course, the change this week that referees will be looking at the role of the markers as well when issuing 6 again, making sure they're standing square. Welsh, 10 short of the halfway line. Brandon Smith. Bromwich, Cameron Smith gets a pass away. Pappenhausen, look out, Ryan Pappenhausen. He made the tackle on him. Who was it? Brett Morris.
I've got to say that Roosters right-hand defence looks to be in trouble when Melbourne are running the ball out of their own end of the field. There's a real opportunity there. And the flyer Addo-Carr out on that left, I can understand Melbourne wanting to get the ball there. They've had them outnumbered a couple of times now.
Brandon Smith, Jesse Bromwich. Building again here, Melbourne. Finucane. Cameron Smith held it up here for Pappenhausen.
Get up, Pat. Come move.
Flanagan does well.
They're locking in line.
We're only 12 away here, Melbourne. Cameron Smith had to wait for that one. Brendan Smith. Straight and hard into the Roosters' defence. Here's the last tackle. Jerome Hughes kicks here for Vunivalu, but too easy there for Tupou. Takes it well.
Well, that was, what was that, a 12 or 13 tackle set? A couple of 6 agains in it, so they were able to march up the field pretty comfortably there and put in an attacking kick.
Andrew, your thoughts on Cameron Smith so far as the Roosters getting a penalty?
I'm just sitting here watching him. Every option he's taken has been the right one. So I just wonder, Craig Bellamy, whether he's thinking moving forward with Munster coming back with the spine. Look, Cameron at halfback, Brandon Smith, dummy half, Munster. And he's handling back-to-back plays. He just looks so dangerous. Less defence, which makes his decision-making better. It's just a marvel to watch him. It's like he's watching the game from up here, seeing the gaps. He's just too good.
Well, they've got defending to do, Melbourne. The Roosters into Storm territory by 10 metres. Jake Friend tries to catch them napping. Good tackle, Christian Welsh. Keary goes here to Hargreaves. Flanagan to Desco. Missed out on the Roosters' last venture to Suncorp Stadium. James Tedesco, when they beat Brisbane 59-0. Going down the short side here. Look out, where's the bounce? And Pappenhausen cleans up for the Storm.
Angus Crichton kicking. So Boyd Cordner kick. Jake Friend's had a kick. I'd imagine Cole Flanagan would be their go-to man in the attacking situations to kick.
Yeah, it's not uncommon, though, a game of this intensity, to be caught a little bit napping on tackle 5 and find multiple kickers. It's sometimes a trait of really high-quality games. It means the game's moving really quickly.
From inside the 20 there, Melbourne. Here's Tedesco. 3 Storm players in there on the Roosters fullback. Daniel Tupou, 6 again here for the Roosters. In the Melbourne territory he goes. Keary goes to dummy half. He's elusive.
Geez, his appetite for work, Tedesco. Incredible fit.
30 metres away here, the Roosters. Good opportunity for them once again. Friends goes here to Flanagan, to Keary, the 2 halves linking up, gets a pass away, Butcher goes out the back, and it's with Keary. Now Manu, Joseph Manu, back towards the centre of the ground. 20 metres away, they're building the Roosters. Butcher goes to Flanagan, his Cordner. He's lost it. Good defence, Melbourne.
Release! At 0, go.
Valu off his own line. Oh, hang on, it's popped out here. Crichton has it for the Roosters. A metre away. Big mistake there from Melbourne. Chance here for the Roosters to reclaim the lead. Every mistake's been punished so far. Josh Morris couldn't get the flick away. Well, what's the ruling going to be here? The Storm have cleaned up, but knock on Roosters, so Melbourne will get the scrum feed. Let off there for the Storm.
Well, they're tackling some errors into each other, aren't they? Particularly these outside backs. They're getting right up in each other's face. We've seen 2 tries directly from turnovers. We've seen a couple of turnovers in quick succession there. Roosters considered a challenge there, but decided against it. So lost ball there from Cordner.
Gone to the touch judge before the 10 seconds was up. So you have a captain's challenge?
So we do have a captain's challenge.
The referee said time was up, but then the linesman corrected him and said, no, they challenged to me. They called out to me within the time.
Boyd went to the touch judge before the 10 seconds was up.
So they're challenging. So he's saying Boyd Coidner actually went.
I reckon here Roosters' hand.
Yeah, I thought it happened.
Now, the original ruling was that the Rooster knocked the ball on into Vunivalu. It would look there as though Morris had the ball in hand and Vunivalu's played it out. And I think there was even a little knock on here as they tried to retrieve it. This would change the scrum feed. Morris has the ball in hand.
But Morris has the ball away from the body, but has his hand in front of the ball. The impact of the tackle has knocked the ball backwards. It is not knocked on by Roosters.
Yep. Which means they'll rule knock on.
Kafusi, he comes in and competes for the ball here.
Yep.
With Cordner.
But the fact the original call was wrong, the Roosters will win this challenge. And then there's, I'd say, another hand in there from a Melbourne Storm player, 2 hands.
Boyd Cordner has knocked the ball back. The ball has been knocked on by Felice Kafusi.
So Roosters will get the scrum feed here. Successful challenge. And it was interesting because they challenged at the scrum, and Ashley Klein said, no, it's past the time. But the linesman was out in the field there,
So they've ruled
marking
that,
the
the ball
spot
goes backward from the Roosters, and Felice has
because
knocked the ball on
the captain, Boyd Cordner.
Successful challenge. Where do you want the feed? Where do you want the feed? In the middle, guys. The scrum's in the middle.
So challenge successful.
Yeah, Boyd Cordner had gone to the linesman in the time allowed.
Second rollers and lock spine, guys. Just back here, Siwa.
Geez, I love this new rule where they can put the scrum
in the middle of the field.
Oh, I love it.
You'd always put it in the middle?
Always.
Let's bind in, guys. Go short.
How do you defend this now? Tedesco lurking out to the right.
Well, you have to
Flanagan there. Here he is, Flanagan, Tedesco, quick hands. And it was a near thing for the Roosters, but they couldn't get that last pass to hand.
Yeah, well, Brett Morris is killing himself because he should have been a little bit more patient on this and he'd have had a free run to the line. He knows that he's kind of overrun it. Defence puts the pressure on again. He was just a half a yard in front of the ball. You can always run onto a pass. You can't run back for one.
3x3.
Down to you, Lockie.
Yeah, just watching the Roosters attack. There's definitely plenty of space out here on the left, but Tedesco seems to be going over on the right or hanging around the middle. I think if Tedesco decides to come out the left here a bit more, I think there's going to be some value there for him.
Come, Luke Ben. Wait for the outgoal.
Storm to feed the scrum. Smith, Brandon Smith throws a dummy, almost slipped through. They're 10 short of halfway here through Dale Finucane. Brandon Smith, Tino Fasuamala-Awi. Strong contact on him. Smith, Bromwich. We should be used to it by now, but those big minutes. There's the big man in the middle for Melbourne. Smith, Hughes, Kafusi. Oh, what a defensive centre Josh Morris is. Does very well on Kafusi, one-on-one. Here's the last. Hughes putting up a kick. Taken there by Tedesco, and then the chasers take him. Solid contact. Vunivalu. Daniel Tupou now.
Melbourne Storm are hitting very hard tonight. Normally a little bit of a catch and wrestle type team, but players are launching themselves into the collision.
Tedesco, little pass away. Keary. Life short of halfway here, the Roosters. Through Hargreaves. Into Storm territory. Here's the last. Spiralling bomb taken by Pappenhausen.
Matt, move! Here's 10. It's okay.
Borowski. Driving back. Fusi.
See what moves!
Struggling now to get out of their own end, Melbourne. Fasuamala-Awi. Thought about an offload, but they wrap the ball up. Finucane passing before the line. Here's Jerome Hughes, room to move. Paul Momorowski. Good end of the set here for Melbourne. Jerome Hughes puts up a kick. He's called out of it, Vunivalu. And no contest there for Tedesco, who's tackled on his own 20.
Out of the way, Nat. Hold it, go.
Tubo.
He moves. And again, Tino.
He's flying by this game. 15 minutes left in the first half.
That's incredible. I mean, you watch some of the games in the NRL these days and then you come and watch two of the great teams play. It's like you're on another planet.
Keary, Josh Morris.
Felice move. Mark straight, Felice.
Great skills on display tonight. Jadria Hargreaves.
As good as they are, there's a lot of tired boys out there. A lot of tired boys.
Pappenhausen.
Game's just in a little bit of a lull. Middle player's very tired. This is where someone with real speed might come into their own here around the middle of the ruck.
Ball in hand, but he's well handled on that occasion by Nat Butcher. Josh Addo-Carr. Justin Olam, the ball spills out the back. Play on for the Storm, and 6 more tackles.
That's a big play. So we're going nowhere there, the Storm. Onto their bench. Nelson's on, provides some go forward. Along with this young man, Big Tino, what a player he is.
Love this kid. Absolutely love this kid.
Future has got the game.
Love the way he runs the ball. He's just got really some class about him.
Just watching the Storm, they're going from half to half. They go at Flanagan, then they'll come back the other side and send some big men at Keary. Already made. There they go.
Here's Pappenhausen, tries to put on a step. As Gus mentioned just before, smaller, quicker man up around the middle. That is the last. Cameron Smith puts in a little kick. And he does well.
Boyd
Nelson.
Boyd Gordon. What was he doing there?
Well, he read that
Just
so
in
well.
case. What a play.
He read that so well.
Yeah, looking at the halves for the Roosters, Luke Keary. He's made 8 tackles. Flanagan's made 16 tackles. So they're sending a lot of traffic in the young half.
It is an error.
Well, the whole game, I've felt that Melbourne are just getting a little better of the Roosters all the time. Cordner just reads Cameron Smith's play there back to the middle. It comes up with a bad play, the ball there, Nat Butcher, and this is dangerous for the Roosters because I really think the Melbourne Storm have got them troubled out wide.
Let's go.
Tedesco's going to have to work overtime here at the back to get the numbers right.
Well, they're the only club that has matched up. They've put 4 on one side, and the Roosters have gone 4 defenders. They're offside.
Well, Cameron Smith gets a pass away, and here's a penalty.
They can. The second rollers had the ball, so you've got to wait for the out call.
So, offside of the scrum.
Most of the line.
They'll have to take the tap.
Well, that's in that position. Nearly every team would give a penalty away. That was near a deliberate penalty.
So Cameron Smith taps it. Goes to Tino for Suamala-Awi. We'll be enjoying life on the Sunshine Coast. The Gympie Devils Junior. Another 6 more here.
Get up now, boy. Get up, boy.
2 metres away from the line. Smith to Smith. Brandon to Cameron. Here's Kenny Bromwich. Gets a pass away. Brett Morrison really got his hand to it to reel it in, but instead it's 0 tackle for Melbourne.
They're in trouble here, the Roosters. They'll do well to hold them out here.
Nelson Asafa for the line. He's tackled a metre away from it. In the Roosters' defence, hold on. Oh, what a hit, but he's still going, Tino.
Takiaha, big contact.
For Suamala-Awi will play it. Cameron Smith juggles, pops a pass there to Hughes. Now Pappenhausen. And they're going to put him into touch. Good defence, the Roosters.
Yeah, they really rallied there, didn't they? Nearly conceded a couple down the middle. And then when the ball went wide, where they've been a little bit vulnerable, the bodies were there. They work for each other so well, this team. They pride themselves on their defence. Their record defensively over the last 5 weeks has been outstanding. And whilst they've looked a little bit shaky down the edges tonight, when it really mattered, they got the troops there and threw Pappenhausen out into the crowd.
Find him in, Ryan. Wait.
NRL tipping is back. It's free and there's weekly prizes to be won. It's not too late to join, so register now. NRL.com/tipping.
Find him. Out. Move now! Mark square. Wait here.
6-all as we enter crucial last 10 minutes of the first half.
Stand now! You dropped. Okay, 2. Mark is good.
Hit. What a hit on Lindsay Collins.
Suamala-Awi, he went low, and then Mr. Intensity, Brandon Smith, the block of cheese.
Yeah, this is as hard as I've seen a Melbourne Storm team hit.
Let's go, Melbourne!
They're not renowned for their big hitting, but every player's really been showing their shoulder in their work tonight.
How do you like that for your first touch? Lindsay Collins just on the field. Bang.
I could think of easier targets.
Here's Jerome Hughes. Well, Melbourne have been knocking on the door for the last 5 or 6 minutes. The Roosters defence holding firm. For Nukin. Now Smith goes short to Suamala-Awi. 3 Roosters in there. Hold him up. 5 away from the line. Cameron Smith short ball. Dale Finucane tackled 5 away. Brandon Smith passes out the back to no one. Nolan cleans up. Manu tackles him. Here's the last.
Get to him!
Cameron Smith kicks for Vunivalu. Tupou takes it and does well in the end under pressure there from Vunivalu to stay in the field and play. Josh Morris goes across field. Hard yards here for the Roosters. Good run.
Police move! Can you wait here.
Tackle 3. Just short of their own 20.
Can he move? Santino, wait.
Go down that right side.
Last, Justin!
Here's the last. The last couple of tackles got them out of real big trouble there. Now they need a good kick, but once again, the kick pressure from Storm outstanding. And here's Vunivalu up towards the halfway. Goes just beyond the half.
Out of the way, police go.
Pappenhausen to Adokar.
Hey, just move! Where you are, Josh?
Brandon Smith. Big Nelson.
Hey! Release!
Stands in the tackle. Suamala-Awi threw a dummy and then threw himself into the line. Inside the Roosters 20. Cameron Smith goes short to Asafa Solomona. Here's the last. Brandon Smith. Cameron Smith throws a pass, and it was well read there by the Roosters defence. Adokar, well handled there by Brett Morris.
He read that really well, Brett Morris. Now, with Cameron Smith being a left foot kicker and going to the line like that, as a winger, you'd be forgiven of dropping back and waiting in the corner, but he just read it really well. Kept himself halfway between kick defence and coming up to make the crucial tackle. He read it perfectly. That's a really experienced play right there.
You drop, Joey. Wait here, wait, Tino. Wait!
On their own 20 here, the Roosters.
Can he move?
They're under pressure here, the Roosters.
Justin, hold! Hold! Go.
Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, Tedesco did a good job releasing Morris. He could see Tedesco was coming for the kick. The Storm just are relentless. They do not. They go from attack into defence, and they just do all the little things really well. Kick pressure. Here comes Pappenhausen now. They'll do well to hang on here, the Roosters, until half-time.
This is strong defence.
Well, they've done that a couple of times to Pappenhausen. They're giving him the fireman's carry. Whoop.
Yeah, he's at Okar.
They call that the fireman's carry. They wrap you up, put you over the shoulder, and get you out of the building.
Tom Eisenhuth.
One's on you, play there.
See that Moasa Falmasuli is on the field in jersey number 14 for the Roosters. And a bit of history there. Oh, it is a mistake from Nelson Sofa Solomona.
Yeah, the ball went to the wrong person. He was looking for a pass to Cameron Smith. Big Nelson, he's on his heels having a breather. And all of a sudden the ball's in front of him. I'm on my heels, I can't move, I'm stuck in the mud.
By the same token, there's been just a couple of little wayward and ordinary passes from Brandon Smith at dummy half. Now that's just lack of match practice in that position, and in such a fast-paced first 40, being a dummy half all the time. His last couple of passes at crucial times haven't found the mark.
Joey, coming straight.
That's excusable.
Let's go.
He needs to be playing there more, I guess, but he's got a fairly handy one in front of him.
Josh Morris. I'll get to the significance in just a moment of Falmasuli coming on the field. Bit of history being made tonight. Here's Cordner. 30 away. Friend goes here to Flanagan. Here's Tupanua. 25 away, the Roosters. They've soaked up a heap of pressure. Can they score some points here? Late and a half. Collins. Solid contact on Lindsay Collins. Now Friend takes off. Goes to Cordner. Here's Tedesco. Good one-on-one tackle on Tedesco. 6 more though here for the Roosters. Lindsay Collins. 2 metres away from the line. 3 Storm players in there, bring him down. Now Friend. Here's Falmasuli. Quick play the ball as well. Friends. Fighting with the Storm defenders, didn't go anywhere. Cordner to dummy half. Collins, Keary. They're knocking on the door here, the Roosters. Here's the last. 8 away from the line. Here's the kick. Across field. Tapped by Tupou. Quick pass. Josh Morris. Oh, yes. What about that?
Chids, tackle 6. We have a try. The ball stays up, just make sure his feet stay in the field of play.
Yeah, I think he's well inside the sideline. These Morris boys, no wonder they've scored so many tries. They score tries that other players just don't score.
Roosters kick chase are onside.
He gets the ball early here. Just keeps his balance, shrugs under a tackle. He was well in field.
Josh Morris remains in the field of play and grounds the ball in the in goal. We have decision.
But the way that Brett Morris created the try over in on the first try, and then the way he just keeps himself pushing and barging towards the line.
When the ball's in the air and Tupou's going to catch it, the difference is Josh Morris sprints to get in position. Harvey Norman replay. Watch Josh Morris. He doesn't watch where the ball is. He just sprints to get in position. Other players would be there stargazing, looking at the ball, standing still. Morris puts his head down and says, I want to get my position to get the ball. Let him just sprint there, gets in position, and scores the try. Big difference. Get your legs moving, get yourself into position. Veteran? Is he a veteran?
Yeah,
well, his brother's a veteran, he's a veteran.
Yeah.
Born 5 minutes apart.
But even then there was more to do, because when he got the ball, he kind of got the ball early. I think that the Tupou just handed it to him straight away, and I thought, well, Vunivalu's got him covered. He's really got him covered. And Morris, despite being off balance, is still able to get a bit of a step in and then a shrug and then pull his head through a high tackle. Watch him. He's still got a man in front of him, but he just balances, keeps himself up, gets the arm out and gets it down. That's just a professional try scorer, professional try scorer. When they were really young, I watched them play in a junior rep game at Cogra Oval. The team scored 100 points, and I think they scored 5 tries each on the day. It was incredible. And from a very early age, or first time I ever saw, they were scoring tries, scoring tries, scoring tries. And here they are, still doing it.
Oh, they're great to watch. Here's Flanagan. From out wide. In front of the Western stand here at Suncorp Stadium. Moves in. Oh, he struck it well. 6-point lead for the Roosters.
Make sure you wait.
Well, the Roosters out to a 6-point lead. And while we're waiting for the kickoff, with just over a minute left in the half, Kwasa Famasuli coming on the field becomes the first player to play for 3 different coaches in 3 consecutive weeks. He was on loan at the Warriors, played under Steve Kearney, then under Todd Payton, now under Trent Robertson at the Roosters. They first played to start a season with a club, go to another club and end up back with the original club.
I never thought of you as a stats nerd.
Didn't you get the same text from Middo?
Oh, well, now I understand it. There is a stats nerd.
Well done, Middo. It's one of his best. The email appeared at 3 a.m. this morning from Middo with that one. Lives and breathes it. Here's the last. Keary with a kick. It's a good set here from the Roosters. Pappenhausen, he attacked it, lost it, and the Storm are going to get a penalty in front of the kicker.
Wow. Wow.
So it's 12-6. There's 7 seconds to go.
Inside 10, he drops the ball.
I'd be tempted to roll the dice, kick as far as I can, just kick a field goal.
Well, they found touch. Sort of the halfway line.
Well, I need a bazooka to kick from there.
They try a play here. The siren has sounded. Jerome Hughes, Ryan Pappenhausen, Paul Momorowski. They put him down.
All they did there was pass it over close to the dressing rooms. That's all they did. It's less of a walk-off.
At the break, the Roosters lead the Storm. What a half. 12 points to 6. Cameron Smith leading out the Melbourne Storm for the second half. They'll receive the ball to get the second 40 underway.
What I've also liked, Andrew, is that Kyle Flanagan has had highs for Joseph Manu, his centre. He's got him the ball. He's actually passed it to Manu 3 or 4 times in the game, so he's looking for him with early ball.
Early ball. What that does, it puts pressure on where the half defence for the Storm, which was Cameron Smith. But if he's thinking it's pass, 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 he starts to fade out. That's when you can use your back rower.
Underway for the second half. If it's anything like the first half, then we're in for... Oh, what a hit.
What?
Square.
Oh, great entertainment. Here's Vasul Malaawi.
Going together.
Game of the highest skill, the highest intensity. And they won't take their foot off the pedal, either of these teams.
Well, the Roosters' second halves have been phenomenal. I mean, they're good for the full 80 minutes, but they just seem to be able to negative split. They can go out hard and then go harder in the second 40. But this has been a very taxing first half.
Hughes put under pressure by Lindsay Collins, gets a kick away. Tupou takes it. He's tackled just shy of his own 30.
Like last week, the Dragons had them rocking early in the first half, and they just roared away from them. The same thing happened with Parramatta the week before. Parramatta got to the front, Tedesco went off, and then they roared away from them.
Tom moves! Back square, Brandon! Wait here, can he wait, Cam?
Tupanua playing it. Gordner gets an offload away, but it's intercepted. Eisenhuth finds Jerome Hughes, and Jerome Hughes, he's streaking away, he's going to score a try. Something from nothing for the Melbourne Storm. Eisenhuth to Hughes, and first blood in the second half to Melbourne.
Well, all full tries have been a bit of opportunism. 3 of them have been big defensive plays. Harvey Norman replay, defence gets up, bustles, there's an offload there. Melbourne Storm come up with it, and Jerome Hughes shows a real dash of speed there to outrun them to the line. Melbourne Storm strike early in this second half. Gordner on the left-hand side of the field gets an offload away, and it's intercepted.
It's quick, isn't he, Jerome Hughes?
Well, he didn't hesitate, he backed himself. Now that's the start they wanted.
When he was making his way in the competitions like the Intrust Super Cup, played fullback originally. He hasn't lost any of that toe. First blood in the second half to the Melbourne Storm.
They're just an incredible club. Think of the legends they've lost. They've lost Cronk, they've lost Slater. Other teams lose legends in certain positions, and they struggle for years. This club just keeps powering on.
Well, it's so important to score first. I mean, you don't want to get more than a try behind the Roosters at any time, because that's when their defence really kicks in and frustrates you out of it. So at least now they're squared up. They've got a long way to go. That's another fortunate try for the Storm.
We're all locked up, 12 all. So we're all locked up. It only took a couple of minutes of the second half. And here's Nelson Asafa-Solomona throwing himself into the Roosters' defence. Fasuamala Awi, strong contact on him. Quick play the ball as well there from Tino. Here's Eisenhuth. Joey did very well in the lead up to that Jerome Hughes try.
Got himself in a great position to get the offload from Gordner. Then it was a nice flick pass. Well done.
He's gone to dummy half there. Goes to Cameron Smith. Here's Kenny Bromwich.
Once again, they could play the ball, moving the ball to their left to get it. Kyle Flanagan. He's already made 22 tackles, and the player inside of him, Angus Crichton, has made 29.
Good pressure there on Jerome Hughes as he got the kick away.
I've got to say, he stood up to it, Andrew. Like he's
defending strong, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's moving well. Like he's backed off a couple of times. He's come forward a couple of times. He's been well educated here at the Roosters.
But for the Storm, it's about getting at him. Oh, Mr. Collins. It's about getting at him, but it's the next play. Yeah. You've got to play off the next play.
Charge from Lindsay Collins. Here's Tedesco. It's end to end. Farmasuli. Real solid contact from the Storm. Here's the last. Flanagan puts in a kick. Brett Morris had O'Carr went backwards to Smith. He's there to clean up for Melbourne.
Back in, Brett. Stand now.
Coming out of their own 20 here, the Storm.
Stand now. Jake.
One of the features with the teams is that they've both gone to their bench, and the bench players have just been picking up where the starters have left off. They really are the perfect 17-man sides, these two.
Well, they're two very professional football teams. Great coaches. I think they've faced off 15 times. Bellamy 8, leaves Robertson 7 in the head-to-head clash. Not that that's important, but it just shows the honours are very evenly shared, and the two teams represent their coaches brilliantly. I mean, if you're the coach of these two sides, you're sitting in the grandstand, you're proud of what you see. You're very happy for these two teams to represent you.
Farmasuli into Storm territory. Friends goes here to Keary. Now to Desco. It's a pass away Morris to Tupou, and it goes into touch.
So in that situation when they're coming out of kick reception, this is where Victor Radley really excels. And if they get a quick play of the ball in the middle of the field, the halves are split on either side, but Victor will stand up and he'll play to the halves. He'll be the first receiver and either play left to Keary or play right to Flanagan. At the moment, they're missing that link in the middle of the field. This will be a big test for their attacking structures, how they move forward from there.
Wind him in early, Brandon. Wait for the outcall, Angus. Wait for the
scrum
outcall.
feed.
Brandon, bind in. Shot clock off.
Middle of the ground. Go to the left. Brendan Smith.
Let go.
Tried to catch them napping. Kenny Bromwich goes to dummy half. Kasuamala Awi.
Satilli move. Yeah, Luke, Jake.
Eisenhuth. Into Roosters territory. Cameron Smith goes out the back. Jerome Hughes. Pappenhausen tries to split them. Flanagan does well. And they're going to put him into touch, are they? No, he stays in the field of play. Well done, Kyle Flanagan. Here's Justin Olam. 10 away from the line. They go down the short side. Pappenhausen. Morris does well.
You watch Morris. You just watch Brett Morris.
This is what Darren Lockyer was talking about half-time. Work to the right-hand side of the field and come back. But the key is Pappenhausen is floating around that situation. That's the blueprint. Get to the right side of the field, open it up, and get players in and around Cole Flanagan and Angus Crichton, who have made a lot of tackles. But the key is Pappenhausen. He has to be sitting out wide.
Cordner.
Well, that was a tackle that Flanagan had to make, didn't he? He got lured in by the decoy.
Well, they've turned it over here, the Roosters. They're building nicely in that set. Mistake made on the halfway line.
Where do you want it? Shot clock on.
Well, Morris threw a forward pass on his last carry. Little short side raid again. Keary, Tedesco. Morris loose carry.
Let's go, guys. Make sure we get 6. The clock's going.
That's the most I've ever seen Cameron Smith sweat. I don't think I've ever seen him sweat
Let's go,
before.
guys. Angus, James, bind in.
He's actually sweating.
Got no ball. Shot clock off.
I think he's entitled to. They all are at the pace this game's been played at.
Well, he's usually so cool. He's so in control. He just.
Okay, let's go, guys. Bind in.
But he's actually got sweat on the brow tonight.
Arms around each other.
So he's thinking more. That's what you got to do when you're a halfback. You got to think.
Come on. Hold there, Luke.
You're saying it's not a job for everyone?
No. Although he's played his whole career at dummy half. Gets in halfback and he can see what a player he is. It's just frightening how good he is.
It's his first start at halfback tonight since round 13, 2014. It was against the Roosters on occasion, and then the Roosters won that game. Quite convincingly, actually. Here he is, Cameron Smith. Inside pass to Pappenhausen. Farmasuli does well, and Ryan Pappenhausen. Cameron Smith goes short, and Roosters' defence just keep turning up for each other. Kafusi will play it. They go down that short.
Still last.
Here's a kick from Momirovski. There to clean up again is Boyd Gordner.
They read each other so well. I mean, the 4 tries tonight have been drop ball, intercept, and bomb across.
Oh, it's a drop ball.
The Storm have got it.
Up, James, get up.
Tupou spilled his lollies there.
Been a bit of that tonight.
Here's Tino for Suomela. Awi for the line.
Help! Release!
Stopped a metre away. And Melbourne hit the front. He's been Nelson. Oh, he was tempted to reach out. Brendan Smith for Suomela. Awi now. And he's tackled. They're throwing themselves into the Roosters' defence. Cameron Smith, Jerome Hughes, it goes behind them. Momirovski, he's tackled. Here's the last. They lost all momentum there, Melbourne. Jerome Hughes puts in a kick under pressure. Holden's there. It bounces. Haddo Carr's got it. Pappenhausen, Morris has got it. Terrific defence, the Roosters.
What outstanding defence. Absolutely outstanding defence. That set of 6 started a metre out from the Roosters' line. They nearly conceded 2 tries, and it finishes 20 metres out from the Roosters' line, being thrown into touch. That's outstanding defence.
Injury with Luis Kafusi. He's been left on the ground.
He's in a bit of trouble.
No interference. You didn't interfere. Move now.
He's limping back into the defensive line. Tupanua. Shy of the halfway line. Can't split them at the moment. Farmasuli plays it. His friend Collins. Quick play the ball from Lindsay Collins. Keary into the line. Gets a pass to Tedesco. He goes short there. And this will be a changeover. Last tackle. Tupanua.
Jake Friend is liking that gap in behind to play the ball. He's probed there a couple of times. Lindsay Collins has poked his nose through twice. Keary went straight back there after the quick play the ball. Just keep that alive, and then Tedesco looms up to it.
Kafusi's coming off for the HIA. Cameron Smith, the early kick. Puts it. He's just too good.
You know, in the previous set of 6, the Roosters went really good on their first 2 plays. And when Keary got the ball, I thought, kick now, kick now. That would have been a telling kick on tackle 2 to kick it deep and chase it. And he hesitated and he didn't do it. Cameron Smith did not hesitate at all early in the tackle count there. Just kicked it down to the corner.
Coming up after the footy is another edition of Macca's Golden Point. We'll go live inside the winning sheds. Danny Weidler has an exclusive one-on-one with Raiders star Corey Horsburgh. So stick around, there's plenty of fun still to be had after the footy. Here's Steve Kearney, one of the fans in the crowd tonight, living in Brisbane.
Jerome, move! Tino! Cameron!
Is he living up here?
He's living in Brisbane, so moved to Brisbane where he's still got his family here. Down to you, Darren.
Oh, we just saw a good shot there on Tedesco. We talk about how much Cameron Smith and what he brings to the Storm in attack, but I guess one of the negatives to the Storm is when he's defending out on the edge there, he maybe the control in the... Oh, hang on, here we go.
Here we go. Gordner gets a pass away. Morris, Josh Morris, inside pass to Tedesco. Can they keep it going? Good cover defence there from Melbourne with the Roosters on the front foot. It's the last. Flanagan, quick hands, Collins. Here we go. Crichton, out wide. Brett Morris for the corner. From one side of Suncorp to the other. And the Roosters score a great try to reclaim the lead.
Morris. Beautiful play down the left. Ball hits the ground, takes it away. Harvey Norman replay. Tedesco into the backfield. Keary takes a juggle. Now they will go from left to right. Beautiful hands. Flanagan did well to play early. Crichton gets it out to Morris. And with a narrow laneway, again, the veteran finds his way to the try line. This was an important pass from Flanagan, who got the ball early to Crichton, and he got the ball early to Morris. They didn't muck around with it. Harvey Norman replay. Morris, Morris, Morris.
There's 3 of them out there.
It's triplets.
There they are.
Done well there, Angus Crichton. Beautiful pass.
It was.
When Lindsay Collins got that ball, it's like, trombone in the string section. There's trouble here, but he got the ball to Angus Crichton. That was a beautiful pass on the outside of Brett Morris.
Yeah. I like the fact that Flanagan didn't panic either and just let the ball go. Like, young halfback in that sort of situation could have overplayed it or confused himself, but he let it go quickly. He let Crichton have his think with the ball, and Crichton said, well, I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to get it to Morris. They're on fire.
So here's Flanagan from out wide.
He hits them low, his kicks. He drives through it.
He never used to as a kid.
No?
No, he never used to. I don't think he's quite settled into his rhythm in the end. And I know he's scoring a lot of points, but
He's got that one coming back nicely from the touchline.
Stay behind, guys. Not early, guys.
Oh, what a game. The Roosters reclaim the lead. Oh, there's a juggle from Tupou. Down to you, Darren.
I was making the point with no Cameron Smith defending in the middle, they might lose a bit of control from there. And then Lindsay Collins was poking his nose for a bit as I was making that point. Cameron Smith's gone back to hooker. He's now in the middle of the field. Riley Jacks is on.
Riley Jacks out there in jersey number 6. Tupanua. 15 short of the halfway line. Last tackle here for the Roosters. Leading by 6. Heap of time there for Flanagan to put a kick in. But O'Carr has it. Good chase too from the Roosters. They force him back a couple of metres.
Stand there! Play where you are, hold! Surrender!
Two professional outfits putting on a great show for us on this Thursday night.
Lindsay, move! Luke, wait!
Next to Desco leading the way with 181 metres. Tino Fashimalawi off the bench, 116 up there. It's Cameron Smith.
5 and last! Luke, Siwa, go!
Now Jerome Hughes. He puts in a kick, Tupou's underneath it. Takes it well, and then he's taken by Vunivalu. A 6-point lead for the Roosters. Melbourne have gone back to, as Darren Lockyer mentioned, a more traditional lineup, I guess you could call it. Did well starting in the halves tonight. Cameron Smith. Takiaho strong. Last tackle here for the Roosters. Flanagan puts up a kick. There'll be pressure here on that O'Carr. He takes it well. And then Brett Morris takes him.
It's going to be a big ask for Jerome Hughes and also Riley Jacks to get some creativity. A lot of the ball's going to be off kick reception footy. Very fatigue to get your men in the right places and organise. And they're both not naturally instinctive, creative players, so it's a big challenge here for the Storm.
Christian Welsh back on the field. He's good in the opening exchanges. Here's Pappenhausen. Tackle down low. Looking dangerous, Pappenhausen. Riley Jacks with a kick downfield. Tedesco takes it. And then fires a pass to Tupou. Storm defence does well. Eisenhuth was leading the way there. What's your feeling, Gus, going into the last quarter of the game?
Well, this is where the Roosters have been so strong over the last 5 weeks. This is where they really get a surge on. And I agree with Andrew. I mean, we've got to remember no Cameron Munster tonight. He's normally the go-to man. Big pressure on Riley Jackson, Jerome Hughes. Particularly now Smith is back at hooker. But the Roosters keep inviting it into them. The Roosters have dropped the ball on unforced errors so many times tonight. It's led to 2 tries against them.
Christian Welsh. It's tackle 1. Forward. Now they're 20 metres away. Big opportunity here for Melbourne to level things up. Finucane goes to Hughes. He's Eisenhuth. Set up the Jerome Hughes try earlier in the half. Speaking of Hughes, he's got the ball, throws a dummy back towards the short side. Momirovski puts in a kick, it's off legs. And they're saying it was played at.
No advantage.
And a penalty here going to the way of the Melbourne Storm.
I gave 6 more tackles, okay? There's no advantage off that.
They got 6 more tackles. The marker wasn't square. This is something they're going to crack right down on, the referees. Teams have been losing the play the ball, the defensive team. It's been a quick play the ball, and the men have been getting off, but getting off not square for marker, so they're going to crack down on that.
And Melbourne.
So why did he penalise them all the way over there?
That's where the play the ball was.
Finucane goes short here to Christian Welsh for the line. He loses it.
Oh, Angus
Great defence. Angus Crichton, outstanding.
Yes, you've stolen the ball in the act of scoring. It was stolen by James in the act of scoring. Lindsay's picked it up offside.
There you
That's
go.
the ruling. It can be challenged.
Picking the ball up in an offside position. After the strip.
No, James definitely stripped the ball out.
By James Tedesco in there.
Let's go, Cameron.
Well handled, referee. So don't argue. If you want to argue, challenge it.
They tap and go here, Melbourne. Finucane, the offload. Welsh. Christian Welsh. 2 metres away.
That's a pretty bad cut there, so it's tackle 1. It's going to get you to go out the back there and get that treated. That's the first cut. Can't play on with that much blood there.
Cut there on
If someone else wants to play the ball,
Christian
you can
Welsh.
be treated out the back.
You go out the back, get some running repairs.
You can go with the trainer and be treated and we'll continue to play.
Here it is, under the post, Christian Welsh.
Yeah, they can do what they want.
They're saying Tedesco plays at the ball.
He doesn't, he passed that.
Watch Tedesco comes in. Does he play at the ball? He pulls the ball.
Oh, gee, I think that's a tough call. I think it's a really tough call. Because it was last touched by this man before it goes to the Rooster player in front.
Well, they get a rest here, the Roosters. And this is where teams, especially the really well-drilled defensive teams, are near impossible to break down close to their line. I put the fullback in the defensive line, Tedesco, and they'll have one marker. So it's near impossible to get any overlap on the edges.
Nearly a full set here for the Storm. Will they need it? Bromwich, 5 away from the line. Cameron Smith looked one way, went the other. Here's Kenny Bromwich. Roosters defence, holding firm. Finucane to Hughes. About to kick there, Jerome Hughes tries to dance his way through.
We've got a HIA request on Lindsay Collins. Trainers asked us to stop the game. Tackle
Lindsay
4
Collins.
around to play the ball.
We will have a head assessment. The game will stop.
It's hard. If the touchdown is closer, then you go to him as well. It's hard.
Lindsay Collins coming from the field.
Gets his head in an awkward position.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, that was the previous one. He gets up dizzy from that one and makes the next tackle where he got his head in the wrong position.
So play on here for Melbourne. For Nukin. He'll play it. Here's the last. Jerome Hughes puts in a kick for Vunivalu. Tupou takes it very well. And they'll bring it out to the 20 here. And they better watch out the Melbourne defence. As Manu has it now for the Roosters on 0 tackle.
Great defence again from the Roosters. Great defence.
Oh.
Well, I've never seen a Roosters team, well, not in my memory, make so many errors coming out of their own half of the field as they have tonight.
Gus, I look down on the sideline. There's buckets of water.
In the middle,
And
guys.
when the balls come off, they're cleaning the balls. I wonder if that's affecting the handling. Because
Cleaning the balls, why?
well, we asked Darren Lockie to go and check. You see down there on the sideline near the bench, there's bulbs, there's buckets full of some sort of water and some sort of cleaning agent.
What are they disinfecting the balls?
Ouch. That's fine.
Get Darren Lockie to go and find out.
Melbourne now 20 away. Said Lockie on that assignment. While we watch the Storm again inside the Roosters 20-metre zone. Smith to Hughes. Riley Jacks into the line. Tackle 10 away from the Roosters line. Olam, Pappenhausen, Smith. Roosters defence once again.
They just suffocate you, the Roosters defence.
Finucane loops and pass to Addo-Carr. Josh Addo-Carr, can he slip through? What a tackle! And he used one of his players to gain an advantage. Penalty Roosters, what a defensive team they are.
Yeah, they are. He had all his teammates in front of him here, Addo-Carr, when he catches the looping pass. Headed back in field, he could feel the gap opening, but just got behind a teammate. And the Roosters survive again. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, just on the footballs being clean, it's they leave the clean zone into the dirty zone. They go back. They need to be clean. They clean with water and a cleaning solution. So I don't know what's in the solution. I'll keep digging for that.
Release Christian!
Roosters in the Storm territory. Good job, Darren. Here's Takiaho.
Can he move? Fully straight. Can we outweigh Cameron?
We'll play it. The Roosters leading by 6. Chadria Hargreaves.
Cameron move! Justin!
Go to the right. Flanagan. Oh, the juggle there from Tedesco does well. 12 away from the line. Keary puts a kick in for Tupou. He knocks it back. Play on here for the Roosters. Takiaho has it. Hot potato stuff from the Roosters. They love this. Here's Flanagan. Goes to Manu. Keeping it alive. Manu's putting a touch. Good defence, Melbourne.
Yeah, great defence, Melbourne. Great defence. Roosters were just trying to find one lazy Melbourne Storm player, one tired player. They couldn't find one. Mind you, a few have gone down on their haunches once the play was diffused, but they just kept turning up in those purple jerseys. And they throw Manu into touch. This game has gone so quickly. There's been no stoppages. And
there's been no stopping of these solid hits as well.
Oh, they're quality teams. They bring the best out in each other. The clashes they've had in recent times have just been phenomenal.
Short of the halfway line here, Melbourne. Brandon Smith on the field. He's had a rest. Back out there is Riley Jacks. Puts up a kick. Tedesco has it covered. Tries to get away from them. Goes to Brett Morris. He's got half a gap through it. Morris stepping, weaving. He's tackled 15 short of the halfway line.
Well, that must be the fourth Morris out there. The way he sprinted back to get in position there is phenomenal.
And now it's Tedesco. They're scrambling Melbourne. They're out on their feet, the Storm. Here's Keary. They're backpedaling away from Keary. Pass out wide. Morris for the corner. Oh, stop it. We'll go to the bunker.
We have a try. I'm just confirming that the feet remain in the field of play.
Incredible. Oh, absolutely incredible. If he holds his balance here and gets this down, just keeps driving, feet. No worries. Professional try scorer.
But look, remains in the field of playing grounds.
Young players at home. He gets the ball here, Morris, and he runs with the ball in his right hand. But he's running here with the ball in his left hand, away from the contact. He knows if he's carrying that ball in his right hand, he knows that Vunivalu could have a play at the ball, so he has the ball in the other hand.
Well, the try starts with his brother at the other end of the field, who sprints back on the Harvey Norman replay to link up with Tedesco and come up with 20 extra metres. He gets a surge into the backfield and Keary takes over from there. He and Tedesco to surge up the middle. Then Keary's onto the ball again, times it perfectly. The professional try scorer gets it over in the corner. Morris to Morris to Morris to Morris.
Nothing minor about them. Wow. They're not finishing, are they? You've
Surely
got pull in
not.
the game, Gus. Can you make sure that it's just a real place they keep going?
They're doing plenty of finishing tonight.
That's true.
It's first-class stuff. Morris to Morris to Morris to Morris. So when we do the Man of Match award, we've got to have the two Morris boys standing side by side.
They've soaked up so much pressure. And now with 10 minutes left, well, the best part of 10 minutes left, there could well be two converted tries in front. What a team. Flanagan from out wide. Will eventually move in. And no goal on this occasion. Ten-point lead
Stay behind, guys.
for the two-time defending premiers.
Stay behind, guys.
Answering all the challenges. Here's a short kick off. It'll go 10. Oh, hang on. Penalty
Wait,
here.
corner.
Melbourne. Player
out,
taken
surely.
out.
They're saying Vunivalu was taken out.
No, no quick taps here. Boyd corner.
Boyd used his hip.
Well, Melbourne Storm need to strike back quickly.
Come on, guys.
It's hard to score twice against this side in the last 9 minutes.
Wait.
Kafusi.
Well, you're playing the Roosters. You cannot finesse your way or pass your way to victory. It's got to be a running game.
Okay.
Really attack the gaps with your running like that.
Brendan Smith plays the ball to his skipper, Cameron Smith. Here's Jerome Hughes. Goes short here to Jesse Bromwich. With his brother on his outside. Tackled a couple of metres away from the line. Here he is, Brendan Smith for the line. Great defence.
I think the upright helped there.
Here's Jerome Hughes with a step and a run and a try. Oh, there's still a few more chapters left in this book.
He's threatened to do this a couple of times tonight, stepping back off that right foot.
Tackle 5 coming up here.
Fades out on the pass.
We have a try.
Catches and steps
Just having
back
a look to
inside
see whether
straight away.
Jake Fred was interfered with and if he was able to actually have any impact on that play.
Jake Friend would have needed a skateboard to get to Jerome Hughes. Let's have a look. Jake Friend. No.
He's nowhere near it.
No impact on the Roosters' defensive line playing on.
Well, it was the referee that actually got in Jake's way, but only just.
Jerome Hughes grants the ball in the in goal.
He wasn't going to stop that one. That's a great hit back by the Melbourne Storm. Now we get the grandstand finish.
Try awarded. Second of the half to Jerome Hughes.
Yeah, he's got sharp feet, and he's threatened to do this a couple of times. Harvey Norman replay, that catch the ball on the out. The guy sitting next to me used to be famous at this. He used to love it near the line. Catch the ball on the out, double step back off the right foot, duck, goes in under the post, and you can say, bugger that, Andrew Johns!
Well, they work so hard inside the ball. So you've got to look to go one side, then come back where you've come from. There's always going to be space there. But it was set up by Brendan Smith.
I didn't say that when he was playing for the Blues.
Cameron Smith converts. Melbourne within 4 points now, the Roosters.
Time's off for a HIA assessment.
4-point lead for the Roosters.
Stay behind.
We've had some history here tonight because the Morris boys between them on tonight's performance have now gone past 300 tries combined. 160 for Brett, 141 for Josh. Brett is now the outright 7th of all time in the try-scoring history list. But over 300 tries between the two.
They have to play on. These guys are so good to watch.
We've got a 4-point ball game here. Melbourne Storm are hanging around.
Oh, there's a Jake Friend.
He's left behind there. Jax Bromwich. Here's Olam. Last tackle. Cameron Smith. Riley Jacks puts up a kick. Vunivalu, oh, it's knocked on. Hughes gets a pass out wide. Moborowski! He's in! Oh, Moborowski scores a try. It'll bring us level. Oh, wow.
Well, 5 minutes ago, they got the standing 8 count, the Melbourne Storm.
We have a try.
When Morris scored in the corner,
It's clear
they
to
went
make sure
to a
there's no
10-point
interference around
lead.
that kick contest. And then just make sure he holds the ball into the grounding.
The Storm got the standing 8 count. Now they're going to check interference. They look as though they're all onside.
Storm kick chase are onside.
Tupou and Vunivalu, that's all Tupou.
Daniel Tupou knocks the ball on in the contest. Go back.
That's all Tupou.
Ball taken by Jerome Hughes.
Moborowski does well here.
Yeah, double right foot step. They should have known. He used to be a Rooster. Bang right foot again. Well, Cameron Smith's going to have a kick to get to the front here.
Possession and grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
They got the standing 8 count 5 minutes ago. They now got a kick to go to the lead.
Just confirm the mark. I'm about 5 metres in.
Well, they can't go to Golden Point. It's inhumane. These players, how fast and physical. Harvey Norman replay. Gets the ball up, hangs it up. Vunivalu, a bit of pressure. Tupou never drops him. And under pressure, do funny things. Momorowski, great finish. And it's set up for the great one. Cameron Smith, from his favourite side, he's taking his time, got his breath. And if there's a ground who anyone knows how to kick a winning goal, it's this man, or maybe his sidekick, Jonathan Thurston.
They have not been in front at all tonight.
And you dream about these. You dream about these situations as a kicker. Those lonely times when you're out on your own, kicking in the rain. You dream of these kicks, winning the game with, what have we got, 5 minutes to go? 6 minutes to go. And look at him.
Well, he's kicked plenty in his time, hasn't he?
Couldn't be any more relaxed. And you watch this boy. He'll start it out of that left upright and he'll just shape it back in.
Here he is. Cameron Smith to put Melbourne in front. It's 22 all. Can he break the deadlock here at Suncorp Stadium? Smith. He has kicked it. Storm in front by 2.
Well, it just kisses the right hand upright as it goes through. He put it on a narrow line, but the Storm out of nowhere. The Roosters go to the front, the Storm level. The Roosters go to the front, the Storm level. The Roosters then kick out 2 tries in front, and the Storm come back, kisses off the right hand upright, use the full width of the post, and they're in front. Can you believe it? They're in front.
Yes, the Roosters turn for a short kick-off. Can they get the ball? They can't.
Stand now! He's dead,
It's taken there by Vunivalu. Melbourne trailing by 10. When was that? 5 minutes ago. Now in front by 2.
Well, they're in front, and they're great front runners. Now Cameron Smith goes to work. Looks to close this game out.
Brandon Smith. Last tackle. Jerome Hughes. Tupou does well. Tedesco. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. A Thursday night classic for you on Channel 9.
They've pretty much looked the winners all night, the Roosters, but now they've got to pull one out in the last 5 minutes, 4 minutes. The game's nearly over.
Orbison plays it. Now Butcher.
These are incredible games between these two clubs.
Keary. It's a pass away. They're not done with yet here, the Roosters. What can they conjure up in the last 3.5 minutes? It's the last. Keary puts up a kick. It's allowed to bounce. Where's the bounce going? It's batted back. And this will be a penalty here for the Roosters.
What do you do, Andrew?
You go for a try.
Too far out?
120, Kevy, from the
Yeah, I think it's too far out.
I know you'll be all over it, mate.
Oh, he's looking confident. Flanagan.
He's just gone and grabbed the ball. What's he going to do?
Jake.
He's looking.
Oh, yes.
Taking the 2.
Oh, yes.
Well, the first good thing is he went and got the ball. He went and got the ball. He looked at the post. And Jake Friend looked at him and he said, I'm going for goal. I'm going for goal. So I don't care what happens from now. The fact that he's taken ownership of this is a big moment for him.
Just need 10 minutes from there, guys.
He didn't hesitate, Flanagan. He just said, this is on my shoulders. I'll go and get the ball.
Can we get a close-up of his face as he's lining up these balls? Just have a look at his face.
he's going to have plenty more moments like this in his career. It's going to be a long one. But I just love the fact that he started walking towards the ball straight away and said, this is what I do. This is what I want to be. This is the player I want to be. Give me the ball when it counts. Good luck, young man.
This is as good as it gets.
Good luck. Just kick it strong.
Kyle Flanagan to level the scores. That's the task that awaits the young Roosters halfback. Moves in, strikes it, kicks it.
Good boy.
Yes.
Good boy. You know, he owned that moment. From the moment they got the penalty, he never hesitated. He walked straight across towards the ball, picked it up and said, I'm going for goal. Get that, India. Get that, India. 24 all.
How good?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Well done, young man. Well done.
So
they get a minute 45. They can have last say in this game if they can get it downfield. I doubt Cameron Smith will go short here. That kicks long. Whoops.
Keary. Takiaho charges. As strong in the 80th as he was in the first.
But as Melbourne Storm might have gone and got a football out of the slippery bucket before it kicked it off.
Oh, are we heading to Golden Point? Minute 20 to go.
He may get a shot here, Kyle Flanagan, at the end of this set.
Can he move?
If they can move this ball and get some meters. There we go.
Keary goes short.
Yeah, this one back to the middle. They can get him range.
And he's calling his forwards, Kyle Flanagan. He wants this moment.
Good tackle.
Great tackle.
Oh, great offload.
Offload as well. Tedesco. They'll be in great position here, the Roosters, to win it. Under a minute to go. Here's the last. The kick will come from Keary. He's kicked it! Oh, wow!
Well, what about that? Young Kyle Flanagan lined up in the middle of the field. Luke Keary saw them all lined up and screamed at Jake Friend. He said, not him, me. And as soon as he kicks it, he raises the arm because he knows it's only going one place. Look at that. Right down the hay diddle diddle. Roosters in front.
Stay behind.
Luke Keary. Short kick off. And Melbourne have got it.
Surely not.
Oh, yeah.
30 seconds left.
It's not over yet. Well, Cameron Smith's got to get out of dummy half and take the shot himself.
Mustafa Solomona will play it. Here's Brandon Smith.
Riley Jacks deep to the right.
Pappenhausen.
Go here to Ryan Pappenhausen. He kicks it. He's got it. No! We're going to go to Golden Point. 25-25.
Stop it. Pappenhausen. It must curl back from the right, does it? Oh. Well, that's incredible. Moment after moment after moment. Brilliant short kickoff. Cameron Smith executes to perfection. We're wrapping Keary and Flanagan at one end. Pappenhausen comes up with the match saver. 25-25.
They went to Golden Point last year.
25-25. Get that on the pick to score and play fair.
Adelaide. They Golden Point a couple of times now, didn't they?
Yeah.
Last year's was at Amy Park, and I think it was a couple of years ago was the one in Adelaide, and it was Cameron Smith on that occasion.
Well, that's incredible. That is incredible. They've tied it up with a kick from 40 metres out on the sideline. Then Keary's kicked a field goal. And the Melbourne Storm short kick-off, got the ball back and kicked the field goal.
All right, same again.
The Roosters won last year.
I'll tell you what it is. I'd love to see them both get a point. It's unfair now that one side loses this.
Kick off or choose which way you want to run. Okay, so you guys are going to kick off going this way.
That's the perfect
Okay,
draw,
all the best,
isn't
guys.
it? But it's likely we'll get a winner here.
What's the advantage here, do you think? Kicking off or receiving? Is Kyle Flanagan steps up. What a great moment for that young man. And then Keary, he slots it, and it's game over. And then somehow they get the ball back with a short kickoff. And then Pappenhausen, he drains it from what, 34 metres out? What a kick.
That's incredible. But the pinpoint accuracy of the kickoff under that pressure. Look at it. This is last year, a couple of years ago, with Latrell Mitchell, straight down the middle, golden point.
Stay behind, guys!
And Cameron Smith kicked the one at the Adelaide Oval in 2018.
That was after Origin, I think. One Cameron nailed it.
I think it was 9-8 the score or something that night. It was a low-scoring game. But I think the advantage is to get the ball first. It gives you 3 opportunities in the first 5-minute period.
Golden point on this Thursday night. The Storm now 10 short of halfway.
They're marching up quickly, aren't they?
Halfway through the set. Finucane goes to Hughes. Rushing away from defenders. They did well, though, to corral Jerome Hughes.
Should be able to kick deep down into the corner now. Make the Roosters have to work it off their own line. That's the advantage. That's the advantage of receiving first.
Hughes puts in a kick. Tupou's underneath it. And then he's taken there by Vunivalu.
Yeah, great chase and great tackle from Vunivalu.
We've got a problem to Tupou. They look gassed, the Roosters. The emotion's been taken right out of them.
Morris.
They got Morris. They got 2 Morrises.
Just outside their 20 on tackle 3.
Daniel Tupou's gone.
Can he move? Mark square.
Orbison plays it. Takiao. Here's the last.
Go back on, Justin. Justin.
Flanagan. Put under pressure there by Riley Jacks. Pappenhausen. He's got it. Throws himself into the Roosters' chasers. They force him back.
He's all pumped up.
And he's picked up an injury, Kyle Flanagan, with that kick. Some pressure from the inside from the defender. He's hobbling away.
Angus, not move.
Vunivalu outside his own 30. Josh Addo-Carr.
What an incredible
Come
game.
get up. Joey square. Wait, Angus. Wait.
Tom Eisenhuth. He's on the halfway line. 2 tackles left in the set. Cameron Smith goes to Jerome Hughes. Dancing, jinking, across the shoulders is Ashley Klein. He'll get up and play it. Eventually. Pappenhausen puts in a kick. Well, the Roosters, he's passed it to Desco. What about safety first?
Tupou's got hurt again. That's why he passed it. He knows his leg's no good. He's down again.
2 minutes left in the first half of Golden Point.
There's more energy with the Storm.
Now wait. Wait, Kenny, wait.
They will stop there.
Boyd Gordon can hardly pick his legs up.
Yeah.
Oh no, Boyd.
Now the referee
staggering around.
The referee first said, that's okay, keep going.
It's hard to watch.
And then he got a call.
He was staggering around.
It's going to be a scrum in the middle.
Really hard to watch a Warrior like that. Someone like Boyd, he's just too tough for his own doing. Happens here.
Stand up, guys.
Head clash.
It's all right.
Hits his head on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground.
And then 99% of other players be laying down. Look, he gets up to play the ball and he doesn't know where he is. Don't get any tougher than this man.
Well, Tupou's coming off. Boyd Cordner's coming off.
Cordner will be for the HIA. And Farmasuli coming on the field. In a brave effort tonight by Boyd Cordner.
Well, the Storm are just so professional. They will have practiced this in their mind a million times and at training a million times. 1 point gets you 2 premiership points.
They feed the scrum and win it. Here's Jerome Hughes.
A field goal to win.
90 seconds left in the first half of Golden Point. The Storm in great field position through Kenny Bromwich. Now they're only 10 away from the line. What a good run. And a penalty. Penalty. Cameron Smith had a kick from in front to win the game.
Sometimes it's the little things. There's a pass from Cameron Smith here, which gets Finucane over the advantage line. And the way he sucks in the marker, Cameron Smith here, I think it's Taukeiaho. Watch him just come out and just get the marker engaged, which then gets Finucane over the advantage line one-on-one. Gets a quick play of the ball, and then the push from Jake Friend. But it was the holding up of the pass to get Taukeiaho engaged, and then it got Jake Friend one-on-one and a runaway Finucane. He gets the penalty. Beautiful pass from Cameron Smith. Just.
Well, what an incredible game. What an incredible game.
Cameron Smith now from right in front.
Well, you thought the Kyle Flanagan kick was going to be the moment that wins the night. And then Keary with his field goal. Pappenhausen levels up. And now the Melbourne Storm have grafted their way into position. And the skipper is going to win them the game.
From 11 metres away, right in front to win the game. Cameron Smith kicks it, and the Melbourne Storm will win a Thursday night classic here at Suncorp Stadium. 27-25, Melbourne defeat the Roosters after Golden Point.